course, just mention how her cigarette smoking habit, how she pays me for cigarettes, and her willpower thing, how many times she stopped quitting smoking, even after the hospital thing with her heart. Mention how she does absolutely nothing a day, and how she sleeps until noon, and she gets up and she spends hours putting on makeup, and she doesn't cook or anything. She just comes down, watches TV, then goes back up, and she usually yells at everyone. She drinks whatever she can find. Yeah, all those times where she's drinking my wine, went and stole my wine. She lies. All of her, she's constantly trying to trick people with her words. She's constantly trying to make little, just wordplay, little loopholes. She's trying to, she goes on about the honest pet peeve thing. Okay, do that. All the insults she uses against my father, all the if only everyone knew who you were, and how she tries to pit my father against me and me against my father. She's always desperate, trying to win someone on her side. And of course, mentioned the defend me part. Why won't you defend me? Single-handedly responsible for my sister leaving the house. She has the habit of transferring all of her psychological problems and distress when she doesn't feel like she's getting attention or she's pissed off at us. She's extra nice to the dog and overfeeds the dog until the dog is throwing up and pissing all over the floor. She never takes the dog out. I've seen my mother vomit right in front of me. She'll just vomit right in front of her on the floor of her computer and not clean it up. It will remain there for 2 or 3 days. She's also she's done that with several things. She has no couth. She lacks all dignity. She has no dignity whatsoever. She always talks about how she's peeing in her pants. She always thinks it's funny that she waits until the last moment to go to the bathroom and then does that. How she always brings up the past when she's talking to us and how nothing's ever in the present. She always has to, arguments start out nothing, and she's always trying to hold leverage over people. She misattributes the things she did to what other people did. And of course all the insults that she used against me, all the insensitive things she's said about my condition and the fact that I'm still in this house. And every day she says, you and I are exactly the same, and she thinks it's funny, and she says I got everything from her. And she just sits there all day saying that she started all these trends, she started all these crazes. She really thinks that she's like the queen of everything. She thinks that she single-handedly started hair metal in the 80s. She talks like a 2-year-old all the time. She's always talking about what men are sexy beasts and what people are hot and this and this and that. But if my father even talks about how he's the fact that my father's company has a secretary, she won't even handle that. She flips out whenever she finds out that he was around any women whatsoever. But she talks constantly. She's always asking questions that she knows going to piss her off. She always puts you in corners where there's no answer that will not offend her. And she does this for no reason at all. It's completely uncalled for. She likes to piss herself off.